No, that's not clickbait. It was a bit of a day. So this is my life at the moment. It's a bit of a mess. What the heck happened? Well, day 4 of 200, and I had get the disaster out of the way early, right? I had a human error, no equipment error, no fault to any of the straps and bikes and luggage that I had. I did something different than I've done for 5 years, and it cost me probably about $1,500-ish in destroyed stuff. So let's take a quick look at what the carnage is, and then why it happened. Because I wasn't gonna do this video because I am unbelievably embarrassed. Full human error, and it's just sort of one of those things. So basically I was riding along, and the rear luggage bag fell off, and then I had a lithium battery explode and catch fire. So yeah, that is what happens when batteries explode, and now I have to deal with it. So what does the aftermath look like? Well, for starters, my favorite hat. Oh, sorry, John. Might have to get a replacement from you. I killed the uncrushable hat. That's the least of the stuff. So, yeah. Melted goo just about everywhere. Absolute destruction. Of course, that was wheel rub. Bye tablet. That's the expensive one. Starlink might still work. I'm not sure if that's going to affect the array or not, but I can't even plug that in and find out yet because I have no wall plugs or battery banks. So that's the some of the biggest losses is the actual battery banks. So I have no way to charge and run anything, and no wall plugs. So here, a campground with outlets. I borrowed a charge brick from some awesome fellow riders. Thank you, community. Some guys here riding in the area for the week. A couple guys from Salmon Arm, a couple guys from Alberta. Lifting my spirits a little bit and commiserating with my chaos. But yeah, the biggest loss, of course, is that tablet, because that is a big part of my editing studio. So that's going to be the expensive one to replace. That's about $1,000 right there. So we'll deal with that. The Starlink is only about $200, so that's not too bad if it doesn't work. I'll find out in a couple days when I can get a wall plug that'll run it to find out if that's okay. A lot of melted stickers. And of course the duffel itself, just complete goo, to absolute no fault of Turkana. So I'm going to have to enact what they call the "oh bugger" warranty that they're so famous for. Sorry, Mickness. We're gonna have to talk about a duffel. I'll talk to ADV Motorcycle Parts here in Canada and try to get that sorted. The travel backpack as well. I think there's another piece to that over here. So those are the two big luggage losses, and then some smaller bits and pieces. Fortunately, that's the drone controller, and it's fine and intact, so that's great. This got all melted, but all my electronics that were in that were still okay, which is good. Small damage to the thermos, which luckily my AeroPress was inside and is good. So I was able to get coffee this morning. The pot was completely ovalized, luckily, just metal, bent it back, yay Primus, and it worked. So I made supper last night. Fortunately, the can opener made it. So I was able to make my famous ramen pad thai with some kimchi ramen, chunky peanut butter and tuna. So I was able to eat and then make coffee this morning. Don't think that's legal currency anymore, unfortunately. Folding knife made it through. My hairbrush, that's a bit of a loss. You know, with my hair, that's going to be a thing, but we'll deal with that. Spoon made it. Fork, I don't think I'll be eating off of that anytime soon. So I picked up some little bits and pieces at the last gas station so I could at least eat. Some containers, tripod. I think I can fix all that and get that to work, clean that up a little bit. But just melted carnage. Everything just piles of goo. Sadness, spare drone battery and the drone battery charger. They're gonna be a thing. Yeah, there's one of the wall plugs. It's not much good anymore. The only battery bank I was able to recover, it's not usable anymore. The other two are completely AWOL. Lost a lot of stickers, oh boy. Fortunately, I've got some more at home so I can reload when I go through Nelson and home at the end of the month. Lost all my base layers, so my shorts survived. I found them on the road, but the shorts were okay. So at least I have something to wear. That's a good thing. But the long johns and top were completely just shredded. That was caught in the rotor. String lights might be okay. They seem to be all right. So I'll have nice little twinkly lights at night still. Headlamp's gone. Got some metalware, but griddle survived, so I can at least still make tacos. Insurance made it, mostly, kinda. So I think that's still valid. But yeah, the biggest thing is just, neoprene gloves, completely just gone. Voltmeter, long spoon, titanium windscreen might still be okay. Toiletry stuff, all my unbelievably amazing organic kale skin, natural body deodorant and soap. Most of this smells like absolute melted plastic char. Fortunately, I've got sandalwood soap to make it all smell a little bit better. So that's the bit of a funny irony there. But again, they're one of my trip sponsors. It's amazing stuff. It's all natural and coconut based, but you can just see the plastic. I've got more of that at home so I can reload that at least. Razor survived. Toothpaste completely intact. So, fresh breath at least, right? That was my meds that I've been traveling with. There's still a few in the bottom there, so I can deal with that and replenish that. But yeah, I guess that's most of the carnage. So let's go down to the bike and take a look and see what I did wrong. 2 days ago, I was at the homestead and home base for Outback Motor Tech. Lori's awesome support and good for my emotional soul to start the trip off. And he hooked me up with some rackless luggage supports. I know it seems like an oxymoron, but basically they are just two little bars that connect to give structure. And I gotta say, they make a huge difference. Normally I run 15-liter bags, and that's okay. With the big trip, I'm running 20-liter bags, and they need a little help. So getting those were fantastic. So I got those on there. So again, something new, which I don't normally use. So what happened was, normally I just strap that right around the duffel, and it works great. So what did I do this time? In the thought of making it a little bit more structural, I wrapped that around there. So what did that do? That rubbed on the metal. So it's gone. Yes, I'm filming in the middle of train chaos. This was every 20 minutes all night long, not only on this side, but another one up there on the hill. Trains to the left of me, trains to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle of noise. I slept good. All my sleeping gear was still intact, so I had a good home base, but oh my, the noise! Oh yes, my error. So that went around there, came back up, and was rubbing on metal bits that haven't been there in the past. So if I had just done it the way I normally do it, things would have been great. 100% user error, not the racks, not the straps, not the luggage. It was Craig. It was me. I take complete blame. I'm an idiot. So yeah, I wasn't gonna do a video on this. I was just gonna kind of deal with it and continue on my way. But I think this is a good cautionary tale. Just because something seems like a good idea, have a good look at it. This is what happens when something's so simple. I just didn't double check it yesterday morning to see if that strap routed a new way around a new part was going to cause this absolute carnage. So it was an expensive mistake and oversight on my part. Again, you know, most of it I can deal with. The electronics are the expensive part. Turkana's going to take care of me. I know they are. I haven't talked to them yet, but they're so awesome, and this stuff's just bomb-proof. It actually did pretty well, all things considered. But the big thing is that poor tablet. That's expensive. Oops. So that's why my videos are going to be a little bit behind for probably a week or two till I can get some of the electronics all sorted. So I'm going to keep them simple because I got to edit these things on the phone now. Anybody who knows me knows I can't see very well, so it'll be me with my little grandpa glasses sitting somewhere and editing on my phone. So these are going to be a lot more stream of consciousness videos for a little while. I got some great drone footage and 360 footage yesterday, so I'm going to see if I can splice that in, because the ride through the grasslands out of north of Kelowna was just epic. It was such a fantastic day until it wasn't. So we're going to pack all this mess up. I am going to dispose of a bunch of things here at the campground and then carry on my merry way. Head to the island. So I'm due to be on the ferry tomorrow afternoon and then into Nanaimo tomorrow night. And I'm still leaving on time, on schedule, rolling out of Nanaimo Saturday morning. So yeah, if you want to see more chaos, this is the channel for you. Like, subscribe, follow along, share all the great things, because who knows what's going to happen in the next 195 days as I travel across Canada on the TCAT. All right, folks, I'm going to go pack up. Later.